If you're saying this, then Allah knows you're ready to hear what I'm about to say. If right now your reality is not where you want it to be, it's because of you. People say we don't have free will. Well, I will say we kind of do, but it is not you manifesting anything. It is Allah manifesting for you, but you choose your reality. For example, Allah says, I don't change your condition until you change what's inside. So that means we do have free will, but it is not you. You cannot manifest anything. It is Allah allowing it. It is Allah doing it. But you choose by your state, by your actual thoughts, feelings, and your identity and beliefs. Because if you think money don't grow on trees, then you just told Allah that Allah is not a Razak. He is not the provider. So then you're not gonna get money and you're gonna live in lack because you think money don't grow on trees. And it's not your fault. It's the society, it's your parents, because they told you that money is the root of all evil, money don't grow on trees. And if they told you money is the root of all evil, to avoid evil because you think evil is related to sin, you're gonna avoid money in general because you want to avoid evilness. You get what I mean? And people say, yeah, you see what's happening in the world, Epstein files. You see, I told you rich people are evil. Guess what? To avoid being evil, you're going to avoid money. You get what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. It's very deep what I'm about to say. Right now, like I told you, your reality is your beliefs, identity, and your thoughts and feelings of previous version of you manifested right now. Like the difference between your frequency, which is identity, beliefs, thoughts, and feelings, and right now the reality is, the difference between both of them is just that reality right now is just your frequency being manifested. And right now what you're gonna have right now after this video is just that frequency you're gonna hold for a certain period of time, and then you're gonna manifest that in this reality. That's how it works. You're not gonna manifest it's Allah, but you choose what you want by your internal change. You see, you changing inside, that is your actual dua. People just beg from their mouth, but that's not how dua works. You ask dua from your state of consciousness, beliefs, identity, feelings, emotions. And then guess what? You're gonna have it manifested. And just to use a quote from the Bible, because it is like quite similar to the Quran, it says, if you want to ask anything, just know you received it and then you shall receive it. That is law of assumption. Even in Quran it says, call upon me, I will answer your prayers. That means you have to assume that your prayers will be accepted and are accepted. For example, it is like when you're asking dua, it is like you putting a seed in like a ground, and then every day you're watering it, you're growing it. You're not gonna go and dig up and see if the seed grew up. No, you're gonna keep your internal state. You're gonna keep doing the identity, inner work that I tell you in my school community in details, but you're gonna keep doing it every single day, no matter what reality is telling you. You don't dig up every single day and check if the seed was there. No, you just know that Allah is Al-Qadir. He can do everything. He's all capable, and He will answer your prayers. He already did. Because all your prayers are first answered in heaven, and then they become in this reality. First in the unseen, then in the seen. And even Allah took some days, I think some people say 7 days, to make this earth and heaven. If He wanted to, He could make it in like a blink of an eye. But He didn't, because He followed these laws. He didn't have to, but it just tells us that this reality takes time. First, it goes in the unseen, and if you know seen, what you see from your eyes is just 0.003%, and the rest is unseen. So who would you trust more, unseen or seen, which you just see less than 1%? Not even 1%, 0.003%. This is actually proven scientifically. We just see it from our eyes, and our eyes, I don't want to go in details, but you get what I mean. You can check online. So all you have to do is just ask, and then expect it. Not even expect it, know that you received it. Because for example, this is what I will do. I will ask Allah once what I want, and then when I ask Allah, I'm gonna be super determined, super convicted that it is mine. It is already mine. No matter what reality says, no matter what my bank account or the people in reality or circumstances, conditions, places, whatever they say. Because I know my dua is accepted because who I asked? Allah. Allah is Al-Qadir. Most people don't get their duas accepted because first, they don't believe that Allah exists. Second, they don't believe that He can answer your prayers. Because if you did, then He will just know that He can do everything. He's Al-Qadir. Taqwa, tawakkul. That's what you need. And here's the thing. You need to do dhikr. You need to clean your heart, become sinless, and you need to purify the heart. Because once you do, you don't even need to ask anything. You will have it accepted before you even ask. Because now Allah loves you. And then when Allah says, I love you, I become your hands that you strike with, the eyes that you see with, the ears that you see with. So literally Allah guides you, divine mentorship. So whatever you do will become gold. All you need to do is just focus on your state. That is the only thing you can control, your inner reality, your state of consciousness, your identity, beliefs, feelings, thoughts. And guess what? You're gonna be hyped after this video. Yeah, so I'm gonna change inside and the reality has to reflect. That is a law? Yes, that is a law. This is a Quranic law. Change within, then I change your reality. So this is 100%. It has to. But then what happens is I noticed that most people do it for like a week or 2 or 3 weeks, and then they say nothing is working, and then they go on their day, and yeah, they're back in their old frequency. That's what I'm saying. This is every single day. You have to repeat. You have to do every single day. Do not be like, is this working? Oh, I should change my manifestation techniques. No, it already worked. So you don't need to change anything. That is the level of conviction you need to have. That's why I have a school community. Every single month I'm there. And if you need anything, just message there and I will answer in the school community. But I have other things. But anyways, first link in the description. But if you reach till this far, just say in the comments, Allah is the greatest. So I know you reached till this far. For now, Allah Hafiz.